Welcome to 1 Minute Wins with Dr. Dana Martin, the podcast where intentional growth meets practical leadership. One quote, one lesson, one action to help you lead yourself and others better. Let's jump in. Welcome back to 1 Minute Wins. I am Dr. Dana Martin, and today, 1 Minute Win number 58, see opportunity in obstacles. That's an easy thing to say, but man, the truth is, if we start with the reality check, obstacles are not optional. They're a part of the process. The difference isn't whether challenges will show up, it's how you interpret them when they do. Our quote today comes from Winston Churchill. A pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. These are fun things to say, but peel back the onion. That really is some perspective. And perspective doesn't just change how you feel. It changes your course of action. It changes what you do next. So here's what we focus on, right? Your perspective determines your potential. Two leaders can face this very same obstacle and walk away with completely different outcomes. You've done this. You've been a part of one of those two leaders, or you've watched this. One may see frustration or limitation, resistance. Others, they're going to see that as feedback, opportunity, direction. But the obstacle didn't change. The perspective did. And perspective is what drives behavior. If you see a dead end, you stop. If you see a path, you move. What are you seeing? I once worked with a team, hit a major setback during a rollout of a brand new system within the organization. Deadlines were not being made. Systems were not working as expected. More tickets than we anticipated, and frustration was across the board. One group focused on what went wrong and stayed stuck there. Another group asked a different question. What is that teaching us? That one question opened the door to start identifying gaps. What were the gaps? Unclear communication, process inefficiencies, training gaps. And within weeks, adjustments were made. That same obstacle began to have a different interpretation. One group stalled, the other group improved. Study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology by Carol Dweck and colleagues found that individuals with a growth mindset, that's those who see challenges as opportunities to learn, consistently outperform those with a fixed mindset. They persist longer, they adapt faster, they achieve higher performance over time. The obstacle doesn't determine the outcome. The mindset does. It's another quote from one Albert Einstein. It's kind of a different way to think about it. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Opportunity rarely looks like an opportunity when you first see it. It's a roadblock. It's an inconvenience, a delay. It's the resistance that keeps you from moving forward. Leaders who recognize this, that don't panic and adapt. There have been moments, though, in my own journey where things did not go as planned. Opportunities maybe missed, or projects that didn't quite land. Plans, strategies laid out, outlined perfectly on paper, but they didn't work, or efforts that seemed not to produce immediate results or minor fruits. And it's in those moments that it was so easy, that path to frustration. But a better question came. Dana, what is this showing you? Looking in the mirror, what is it showing you? It shifted things in that it turned the setbacks more into a strategy of understanding. Obstacles, they didn't disappear. They're going to be there. Those challenges, inevitable. But they can become very useful in not just your personal growth, but in your professional growth. Now, how does a good leader, though, identify or reframe those obstacles intentionally? Oh, Dana, there's that word again. Number one, pause before reacting. I have a card I made for this. Pause, power of the pause. I love pause. Pause before reacting. Frustration clouds perspective. Number two, ask better questions. You notice in my stories, it's always when we ask the question, what can I learn from this? What can I improve? Number three, identify the opportunity. Every challenge exposes something. And fourth, act on that insight. Reflection without action, that's just imagining. It doesn't change anything. So what are the four? Number one, pause before reacting. Number two, ask better questions. Number three, identify the opportunity. And number four, act on the insight. Reframing is not ignoring what the reality is, but it's interpreting that reality strategically. I need to say that again. Reframing isn't ignoring the reality. It's interpreting the strategy. It's interpreting. I got to say it a third time. I'm doing these in one take, folks. Sorry. Reframing isn't ignoring reality. It's interpreting it strategically. That was worth a repeat a fourth time. Thank you. Here is the reflection question for today. What problem could become your greatest opportunity? Right now, what challenge are you facing that might actually be pointing you to move some momentum forward? So the action is simple. Just reframe one challenge as a growth moment today, not next week, today, and manifest it. Write it down, define what that lesson is, and then apply it. Take one step forward. Obstacles lose their power when you assign them purpose. Leaders don't eliminate obstacles, they redefine them. Teams take the cues from their leaders. If you treat obstacles as just setbacks, teams will also hesitate. And if you treat them as opportunities, the team will adapt. Perspective sets tone, and that tone shapes your culture. Man, episode 58. Thank you all for listening to episode 58, See Opportunity in Obstacles. Thank you again for listening to 1 Minute Wins. This is based on the book 1 Minute Wins, Take Control of Your Growth Journey, 1 minute at a time, available on Amazon. You can find more information about me or other resources on dmilm.com. Listen to this podcast on Spotify or now on video, YouTube, etc. Always remember,